feel a lot of shit been hitting me at once. Tired of the stress until my bullet really hunts. I feel the love, but they hate just as much. Hoes want attention, they don't get enough. I quit the lean, now I don't do no double cup. Keep some OG in the raw, make sure it's stuff. Take my time with this shit, can never rush. Just hit a lick on my shit.
We back. Hot Society Podcast, episode 83. Oh, I hear something. Is that the fan I hear? That's the fan. Turn the fan off for me, bro. You hear me? Turn that AC off for me. Oh, okay, alright, don't worry about it. Alright, so
you know Mar got this
yeah,
shit.
man, what's going on? What's going on, fellas? Episode 83. We in the building. You already know, man. I'm your host, B High, as usual. Hot Society Podcast. We got Saz 24 in the building. We got Hits973 in the building.
You already know.
And you know, we got special guests back for a second time.
Yeah,
CashBurner5000.
Yo, what's up?
Definitely.
CashBurner, what's going on, my brother? How you
Good,
doing?
man.
How you doing? How you been?
Good, man. Everything good, bro.
That's what's up. That's what's
everybody
up,
in the
man.
room, side, everybody.
Let's black out.
It's good, bro.
Bless.
There we go. That's better. Yeah, you gotta reposition yourself.
Yeah, man. I looked on the
far,
camera.
he was
I'm like,
this.
man,
What
it's
up,
crazy.
Butchie?
I didn't know if you was gonna
Man,
go
what up?
lunge or something. Right?
But yo, fellas, what's going on, man? I see we got the nice alcohols on the table. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna promote it, but you know, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what's on the table, man.
Word.
But how y'all been? How y'all been?
Good, man. Everything good.
So I mean, we was just gonna yeah, might as well. You get straight to it, man. Like, all right, since you left here, right?
Yeah.
The last time you left here, probably like a week. I would say like a week after the episode came out. I seen a picture pop up, right?
Yeah.
On Instagram.
Well,
It was at where you it was at the club.
yeah.
It was at the club, right?
Yeah.
And you took a picture with 6ix9ine, right?
Fact.
All right. Now initially I just thought it was a picture, just like the dude came to the club and you took a picture. I ain't really think too much of it, like.
Yeah.
So tell me, like, what came off from that picture?
I'll tell you the whole thing. We was, working that night at the club. I was in the middle I wasn't at the door that night, so I was on the floor. So all of a sudden I seen like a commotion at the door. It was backed up.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to see what was going on. Like I thought like it was about to be an issue or a problem. So I saw the manager talking to a couple people. So when I went up to the door, I seen actually he's my man now, shout out to Cannon. I seen a dude, his ski mask was covered up, but the tattoos were showing. So I recognized the tattoos. I was like, oh shit, it's 6ix9ine. He stuck his hand out. I shook his hand and dapped him and everything. So he was like, yo, bro, they not trying to let me in the club and anything like that. So we had the capacity thing at the time.
Mm-hmm.
We only letting a certain amount of people in the club and everything. So that's why I thought they was giving him a hard time about. But actually the manager was giving him a hard time because he was nervous about him being there with everything he got going on. So I told the manager, I said, yo, like, if he coming to chill and enjoy himself and he ain't with a whole lot of people, what's the issue? Like, why you giving it a hard time? He was like, yo, Cash, I don't know, anything like that. So I said, nah, fuck that, let him in. He was like, yo, so you're cool. So we let him in. He went to the VIP section. I think the manager said he could only stay for like 25 to 30 minutes. So they was playing my music in the club anyway. So my man who's the security over there, he said, yo, come over here in the VIP section. So we started chopping it up. I do music. So I was like, oh, word. I said, let me do a feature with you and everything. So you know what he said? He was like, yo, bro, I'm rich and ain't nothing you can give me. If anything, I want to help you out and put you in position. So he took out his phone and he started following me off the jump. So we was going to take a picture in the VIP section, but Cannon was like, nah, it's too hot right now. Let's do it outside. So I left and went outside. And what happened was it was 3 people that was sitting next to him that came outside and followed me outside and tried to press me about in the club. He's like, yo, how you gonna let this rat-ass nigga in here? How you gonna let this snitch? I said, yo, fuck y'all niggas, yo. Y'all was sitting right next to that man in the VIP section. Everything y'all saying to me, you could have said it right there to him. He ain't have no security with him or nothing. Actually, he had an undercover off-duty cop with him, but you would have never knew he was an off-duty cop. He was in there. I didn't even know that until after he left. So I was still outside. They folded. It was 3 people. I'm by myself outside on the phone. They folded. They went back inside. He came back outside, we shook hands and we took the picture right then and there, and then he was like, yo, we gonna get up with you.
That's crazy though.
Yeah,
it's crazy. But so you had no idea he was coming in?
I had no idea. Not at all. I met him in passing at Drewski's spot when Drewski opened up the Hot 97 thing like 2-3 years ago. When I was leaving out, he was coming in.
Okay.
And it was like a head nod and I bounced, I didn't even stay. to even like, cause you know I had a lot of stuff to do that day, so I just I still showed Drewski love, and I left. And by the time I was leaving, he was coming in. That was like 3 years ago.
So, all right. So when you, all right. So you had no reservations about, cause from your story, like you said, you wasn't even thinking about none of the stuff that he was going through and stuff like that. Like you was just looking at him like, just like a regular dude.
Cause he was
shit.
so humble. He came in there cool. Cause I'm expecting what I seen on the internet all the years. I'm expecting everything he been, you know. He was mad respectful, mad cool. He appreciated the hospitality we showed him and everything. He just wanted to hang out and have a good time because he said, yo, bro, I go places, they either not going to let me in or when I come in, it's going to be an issue because people going to try to start and make a scene. He came in there, it was mad chill, no problems. And, hey,
I mean, though, like, but he should know that, though. He know it's going to be, like, because this is the thing, right?
Yeah.
When you see before he got arrested and everything happened, it was the antagonizing part.
Yeah.
It was the trolling on the internet. This is what people was trying to get back at him for.
Really?
It's not so much because the people who he told on, those people are in prison.
Yeah,
and
they broken down.
You feel me? And they gonna have to, you know what I mean? They got to deal with that however they do. But for the people he didn't touch, just the regular people out there in the world, they just trying to. It's like it's like you was making fun of. You know what I mean? Like it's like we gonna kick you while you down type of thing. Like.
Yeah.
And my thing is like, yo, everybody should know that when you step into the realm of antagonizing and trolling and doing all that and putting yourself up
Ain't
as
no rules. Ain't no rules when it comes to that.
you feel what I'm saying? Like when you put yourself up as this untouchable force, then when something finally happens, people can't wait. They can't wait. Like it don't matter what it is, bro. Look at fucking they build you up to tear you down, man. That's what they say.
Well, I'm gonna keep it real with you. In the beginning, like when the whole thing happened and everything happened, I was on the side, like, yo, he told, you know, he
move closer a little bit.
He knew what he was doing, X, Y, and Z. That was in the beginning, and then like I said, me and my man would talk about the situation all the time. And then like maybe like 2 months before he came to the club, I was like 50% on it now, because it's like I don't know everything that he was dealing with and what people was doing. Mm-hmm. And then after, you know, then me and him getting cool, and then there's information that I'm being told that I have privy to that a lot of people don't know from seeing on TV, because most people's on the outside looking in.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm talking to the person. So then when we having the conversations, I'm like, oh man, I'm 80% now. And then, like I said, what really threw me to 200% is when he sent the private jet. He told me to meet his moms at the private jet. We're gonna take the private jet to Miami to do the show he had with Thriller. It was Chainz, him, Lil Wayne, and Tyga.
That was in Fort Lauderdale or something like that.
That was in
right?
Miami.
Miami. Yeah.
So when I get on the plane, and
we gonna get to the plane.
you want to? Okay.
We gonna get there. I just wanted to know we still at the club right now.
Yeah. All right.
So like the dudes who came out and had approached you outside the club and shit like that, like these dudes was from out there.
They from Jersey. There was people in the club that got a VIP section.
That's just like regular people.
Yeah,
like,
regular
people.
Yeah, regular. It wasn't no like they was street dudes. They wasn't like they was street dudes. They was like Italian motherfuckers.
Okay.
They were street dudes. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was like some rappers or something.
Oh,
like
nah.
Oh, okay. Cause like I
Italians be hitting that spot too.
Yeah, facts.
the Italians out there.
Facts.
See, my thing was like I was wondering like, cause then you took another picture. It looked like y'all was in Roselle.
In my house. He came to my house.
He came to your house.
Pulled in my house. I'll tell you about that. He went to Dominican Republic, and I'm getting out the shower, and he called me from another number that I didn't have from before. He was like, "Yo, bro, what's poppin'?" I said, "Yo, what's going on?" Yeah, I just came back. What you doing? Where you at? What's the vibes? I said, "Yo, I'm at the crib. I just got out the shower." He's like, "Yo, I'm pulling up." So I'm thinking he coming to like, because when he would come to the club, he wasn't coming in the fancy shit. He was coming in like cars that's like everybody drive or whatever. So when he pulled around the corner in the Raver, I was like, "Oh shit!" And he came with him and his mans, and that was it.
Yeah.
He came to my house and just chopping it up about what he wanted to do and everything like that, and to kind of put me in position to help move me forward with the music and everything. So he ended up coming to my house. We went to American Dream, the mall. He told me, like, I got rid of all the security. He don't trust nobody. He want loyal people around him. He said, "You seem like a loyal dude. You stand up." So we went to American Dream, walking through the mall. Nobody. This is when we had the ski mask on. So it's not a big scene. Like he said, when it's 8-10 security guards and they see big niggas, then that's when everybody want to focus in and you can kind of tell who's who.
Yeah.
But it's just me, him, and his mans. Nobody really paying attention. So we walked through that whole
They
mall.
think
and
you
nobody
regular
knew.
motherfuckers and shit.
Exactly.
Some ski, especially
Facts.
during COVID, everybody got ski masks
Everybody
on.
got something. Yeah.
So motherfuckers don't know, like, all right, but
That was a noble move by him, though. You know, to pull up at your house.
Yeah, he
You know
put
what I
up,
mean?
But see,
my family and everything.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The way I'm thinking, cause this guy, I'm thinking of the guy that I see on the internet, and everything, all his antics. So I'm thinking of the ulterior motives. What could be the purpose of him trying to get? I think he trying to get new dudes around him. Can you agree with that? Like he trying to build a new team.
I can see that he went real, like after everything he went through with everybody else, and after taking care of everybody and making sure niggas have money in their pocket, changing people's lives, and then to do what they did to him, he don't trust nobody. He want people around him that's real and authentic. And I don't got nothing against, like I don't have no motive to, like I said, like I tell people all the time, I like 6ix9ine the artist, I like his music, but I respect Danny. Like I know Danny.
Yeah.
Everybody else knows 6ix9ine. The person I met is a humble, respectful, cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
I'm pretty sure that like that side of him is, but it's just like that shit. Like how you feel about people that probably would call you, you know, in the streets they got terms like rat lover.
Yeah, I went through all of that in Roselle because when we took the picture and everything like that and I posted it, I had everybody coming at me. So it was just weird, like how everybody was coming at me because it was like, yo, like, and like I said, I was on a different type of energy. I was gonna come in here like wild out and all that shit, but now I'm more calm now. So I'm just gonna be transparent and honest. So when the whole thing happened, it was all type of people from Roselle coming at me, people that I ain't even know in my DMs saying shit. So one of the main artists from there, his name Crush Calhoun, he's from Roselle. He was in my DM, so he was like, "Oh, this picture's disrespectful and distasteful." So I'm not doing the DM shit. I said, "Bro, I got your number," because last time I seen you was 2 years ago at the barbershop. You hugged me. You was telling me about the music industry and what you was dealing with. We always was cool, always respectful. It was never no issue. So when he sent the DM to me, we got on the phone. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you." He was like, "Hey, yo, bro, you don't gotta answer to me or nothing like that, but it's gonna be a lot of people that not gonna like what I like what you did." Mm-hmm. So I said, "Bro, like ain't nobody gonna tell me who to come to my house and all that. Like no, niggas don't pay property tax where I live at. Niggas don't pay bills. Like fuck, you know what I mean?" And then like I said, he was like, it was no gangster talk, no street shit, no nothing. He was calm about it. He said his piece. I said my piece. He hung the phone up. So I said I reposted something positive because I did an interview with PNB Louie, Rico Stacks, and them at the 10K hours, and I was showing love to everybody from Jersey.
I seen that.
So I posted like the clip. I said, "Yo, Crush."
You was throwing the money and shit like that.
Yeah. I said, "Crush, here's the landmark. I'm shouting you out. I'm showing love. It's all good. It's all peace." So he mentioned me in the story. He mentioned me in the story. So then I thought it was something positive because I was tired all day. I went to sleep. My man called me up and everything. He's like, "Yo, Crutch, well, I don't know you." He's saying all type of shit about you. It was just mad disrespectful shit. You need a hall pass to bring niggas out. You barely got a hall pass. I'm 2 words away from saying suck my dick. You brought a rat to the town. Roselle not feeling this shit. And then I said what I said in the DM. I left it alone. And then all of a sudden, one of his friends or a chick sent me like 6 videos. He's talking about my mother, talking about my real name being Ashley. You know, they're taking the security guard uniform picture that I took with Albie out, because I met Albie in Elizabeth when I was working, and Albie took the picture. That's another story. So the security shit didn't bother me. Like when they took the picture, because like my nigga, like you hired the security guards down the street from Taboo, like to go everywhere with you. Like they be.
But you don't hide the fact that you're a bouncer.
Exactly. I never hid it. I never hid the fact that I worked at the college. I never hid it because I took the picture with Albie Allen, my security guard. And I told Albie, I said, "Yo, Albie, I don't even want to take this shit. I'm a real nigga. Nah, you getting your money. Nah, everything don't gotta be street. Nah, this world a trick." Albie respected it. His man made a joke like, "Yo, take the badge off and all this other shit." But it was all love. Like took the picture and everything. So I posted it on my Facebook page. So these niggas are so thirsty. They went on the Facebook page, took the picture. They chopping it up. They took the picture with me and 6ix9ine.
Don't tap on it. Try not to tap.
They took the picture with me and 6ix9ine, and then put the security guard picture together.
Try to make it like a cop.
Yeah,
type
like
shit.
a cop type of thing. But
yeah.
like it was. Wasn't bothered because you hire security guards from Cheeks, Joey, and L to run everywhere around. They be in the good sections of New York and Roselle with security guards. I've shot videos in the hood where niggas get murdered at. That Roselle 07203 video, I shot some of that in Newark. Like niggas get died on that block. There was no security guards. So it was going past rap. And that's the problem I had with Crush. Like, you bringing my mother up, you talking about my mother, and then they trying to spin it like I talked about his daughter. I never said nothing about his daughter.
Okay.
I just said the way you're disrespecting my mother, I would never talk about your daughter like that. And then niggas that was like trying to amp the situation up said something in the DM and was like, oh, that nigga talking about his daughter. He said he'll slap his daughter. I never said that. Even though I was super mad. Even my man was like, oh, you could have said something that you was mad or whatever. I said, no, I know what I said. Because after I said that, I cut it, and then it just been a big mess. And then come to find out, it's just rap. Like, everybody's saying, oh, this ain't even that big of a deal. It's just rap niggas. Because most of the niggas that was talking was rappers.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, when niggas is talking about they trying to blow your head off in the DM, I got to take that serious. So I'm making calls to my family members that's blood. They talking to the niggas that's Crip in my town. So, like, and to be honest, I'm going to be real with you. They was like, you know, Crush ain't like that. He ain't about none of that shit. Like, I'm the nigga that, you know what I mean? Like, that's what was told to me.
Yeah.
So then he seen my cousin, and then my cousin was like, yo, these niggas is just trying to rap and promote their shit and everything. So I was like, you know what it is? It's just rap. So I left it alone. So I'm kind of better with that.
And that's the thing that like confuses me. Like, you know, when you got two kings, right? Two upcoming rappers from the same town. It's like that black plague again, right? That black plague. Like, we attack each other instead of like coming together, understanding, and then like making it the best in unity. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that black plague, man.
I always tried to work with Crush. When I did the Roselle's 07203 album I did in 019, I reached out to Crush to get a verse and do a song.
Yeah.
Crush was dubbing me. I guess he felt like he was higher than people. You know, he got to deal with Cinematic.
Yeah.
He the man. I don't want to work with nobody from Roselle or whatever like that. I don't got to, you know. But I always showed him love.
Reached
like,
out, yeah.
Every time I went on interviews when people wanted me to diss him and make some type of conflict, I always like, nah, Roselle, everybody doing their thing, shout out Crush, shout out everybody doing. But now it's not like that no more because you talking about my mom's. Like, and then like I said, what really, like, my mom and them, like, we recovering from COVID. Like, my mom's almost died. My grandmother almost died. So you talking about them, I got a different type of pain and what I've been dealing with the whole month. And then you don't even know my mom's, and you on live talking crazy. Like,
I
you know
can
what I'm saying?
understand that, brother.
That's what all that. So when you seen everything I was saying, that's where all that was coming from. And I didn't even want to do that. I was trying to just leave it alone and not go in. And that's why I said something positive. But he tried to turn it into a show. And then he had a project coming out I didn't know about. So they just trying to ride the wave of 6ix9ine coming to Roselle. And
promotion.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
promotion, straight promotion.
Straight promotion.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight promotion.
So you think so that's what you think it was all about? You think it was just about, you know what I mean, trying to, like, what they call it clout chasing nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Like, we
Trolling.
was talking about I was talking about Lil Durk with somebody yesterday, and you know, his brother had passed away, you know what I mean? Rest in peace to D-Thing, you know
rest
what I
in
mean?
peace. I got a story about D-Thing, man. I met that nigga, man.
You met him before?
Yeah, PA, man. I went out there with Carl, my nigga I would play ball with. He was at St. Thomas Mall. I used to go home with him in Philly. And he was out there with L.A. Capone. That was when L.A. Capone was alive.
Oh, wow.
All
That
them,
must have been a long time.
yeah. And it was like they was doing a little show. That's how I got put on to L.A.
Man.
You know what I mean? And at first, like, it was overpacked. And the nigga seen us. And nigga D-Thing came up to us, was like, let us in. You know what I mean? Like, he was that cool. Like, it seemed like he was mad humble. You know what I mean? It was like 2011. Like, that shit was a while ago, man. And that shit is sad. You know what I mean? Because they say that he do promoting over there all the time.
Yeah, it's a messed up situation.
So you already know what it was.
Yeah.
Like,
know what I
going to, like, see, but that go back to the point I was trying to make with the antagonizing part. You know, like, a lot of people say Lil Durk don't have to diss dead people in his records. That's how I feel. I feel like he already made it and he doesn't have to do it. So when you do it and you putting your own people in danger, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
like, you just putting people in danger. But on the other hand, you got grown people around you. So like, if we all in a group, you the Lil Durk of the group. You can't tell him not to go back to Roselle and see his family. Even though you probably doing some shit that might make niggas be like, I can't get to him, so I'm gonna get to you. But you a grown man, like, I'm going to see my moms.
Yeah.
Fuck you, know what I mean? Like,
Facts.
and then shit happens like that. Like,
Yeah.
but it is what it is, man. Rest in peace to D-Thing and shit.
Yeah,
you know what
man.
I mean?
I think the whole industry, the hip hop industry, I think they need to tone it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as
It's
just,
a lot of tension, man.
it's a lot of tension, and it's already the world going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers out here tweaking. Like, So I think truly, as a hip hop lover, I think shit needed to turn down. It be and more like black unity need to come together instead of all this other shit.
Exactly.
Because all this other shit just making us the white motherfuckers just looking. I told you.
Yeah. And they sitting home collecting the money.
Yeah, why they sit home? And they be like, I told you, he wasn't gonna last past 26. I told you.
Because he could have just, you know what I mean, kept it cool and not said people names on the album. You know what I mean? Because somebody from his town said he said a few people names on the album, and that's what all this about. But just like you said, he's successful. He didn't have to do it. He didn't even have to do it.
I don't feel he had to do it.
And when you getting money, you already know. When you getting money, man, niggas is gonna envy you off of that.
But I get it though, like it's a thing though, like you feel me, like people who kill people, like that Chicago shit is deep, it's deep rooted, it's deep rooted. You feel what I'm saying? But like I feel like Dirk made it to a point that no other gang member from Chicago has ever made it to, like heights.
Not even Chief Keef.
No, I'm talking about like gang. I'm not even Larry Hoover was what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Like what I'm talking about is like a nigga like Lil Durk, like Lil Durk is more famous than Larry Hoover ever was. Now.
You can say that. You can say that.
I believe so.
No, I can agree with that. Yeah. You ask people that's Dirk age who Larry Hoover is, they're not gonna know who Larry Hoover is.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like we talking about the people who knew, like the amount of people who knew Larry Hoover in his heyday versus the amount of people who know Lil Durk right now in his heyday. I believe it's especially it got a lot to do with social media. I believe it's more people. So that's why I believe he reached a higher plateau than the top gangbanger ever from Chicago. So you had the responsibility to set new standards, cause like you the top guy. You feel what I'm saying? You make the rules basically. It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? They gonna have to figure all that out.
Maybe the time, like I said, he's young. Like he's in his 20s. Like so, maybe the time he get to my age or grow, he might change. You know.
But I always say it's dangerous. Like I always look at, for me, like especially being in the streets a little bit, like it get dangerous. Like when you in them 20s, like that 26, 25, 27, 20, that shit dangerous. Cause that shit gets serious now.
Fact.
Niggas is not, 21, 19, where
motherfuckers is shooting.
No, they plotting you, they setting you up and they hitting you with a 30 clip. You know what I'm saying? While you getting out your car. Like, you feel me? Like that's how serious it is. And so that's where I'm like, yo, why I'm like praying for young boy, cause like I'm like, yo, he's in that danger zone. You feel me? Where nigga, you know what I mean? At 29, 30, 31, that's when life hits you and some shit happen and you gotta like, especially if you're involved in the streets. Cause how long can you be in the streets without getting touched?
You gotta make the transition though. Like they making too much money to be in the hood. Too much. Like
you know what I'm saying?
They making way too much.
Way too much, bro.
Way too much money to be in the hood.
I mean, it's about what you want, man. You want to be able to really be like Jay-Z. And we gonna get to Jay-Z too, cause it's people in the comments that's on your ass. I'm gonna be honest with you about Jay-Z. But yeah, he said. Let's go back to the story. So what happened after all that shit died down? I seen you took another picture. I guess it's the third one that made some people mad. You know what I mean? You stand in front of a jet. You know what I mean? So you sent the jet for you, and you went down.
You already know that's gonna make niggas mad.
And you
that's
went down.
That's when the talking stopped though. Actually, because there's nothing else niggas can say.
You
know what I mean?
Word.
All right, so you went down. You did the show.
That was the second time. The first time was Orlando. He booked my flight. We went down. I went to West Palms, and this was his first show after being in jail, and this is his first show.
This is the one we was on the internet. I seen you on the internet.
In the crowd,
you jumped in the crowd.
Now
you jumped in the crowd.
I jumped in the crowd. Yeah, because it was street dudes in the crowd. So it was 3 people in the crowd that was like middle finger up, fuck you and all this other shit. So when he jumped in the crowd with all that jury on, I was jumping in there because I thought they was going to do something to him.
Did he tell you he was going to jump in the crowd?
Nah, he just did it.
He on some shit. Oh, yo, man, listen.
He was in the moment.
What the fuck is you doing? Man, get up here, man.
That shit fun, jumping in the crowd. You ever jump in the crowd?
Hell no, you better not
I did that shit at Club Rehab in Las Vegas. That shit was amazing, nigga.
But man, get your ass.
They dropped me though.
Here, bro.
They dropped me.
But the people that was like hating on that, it was only 3 people. It was more love in the crowd. They didn't do nothing. Actually, they ran out the building. You know what I mean? He crowd surfed and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, I seen that on the internet.
That was the first show. So then the show you saw with the Jet, we went to Miami. We was on stage with Jake Paul. That's the Lil Wayne, Tiger. They actually added him to the bill because the ticket sales was low. Like with Wayne and Chains and And Tiger, and actually when we pulled up to the venue, 2 Chainz was performing. They was screaming for 6ix9ine, like while he was performing. And then they was gonna make 6ix9ine the headliner.
Disrespectful, yeah.
And 6ix9ine was like, yo, nah, let Lil Wayne do it. Lil Wayne be in Miami, Lil Wayne the GOAT and all that. I think he was trying to set him up though, because when he performed and all that, half the building left. Wayne only performed in front of like 1,000 people.
Yo, I gotta say something about when the 6ix9ine performed. No, I ain't gonna lie, that shit crazy, nigga. Like I went to Powerhouse, right? When Juice was performing there, rest in peace, Juice. Like that nigga when he came on, the whole stadium shook, nigga.
This is before or after?
This was before. The whole stadium was shaking.
Same thing in Miami.
This
Same
nigga,
thing.
and he
Same thing.
runs up and down the motherfucking stage. Like, this nigga, like, you could be like, all right, nigga, you had to work out, nigga. Like, cause this nigga, he jumping, run up and down, like, jumping, flipping. I'm like, God damn, his energy is crazy, though.
Yeah, he got good performance, man.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, I was listening to. Did you see the Jay-Z in the barbershop with LeBron? Came out a few weeks ago. You
Yeah, I
talking about
seen that
DMX stage show and shit? Like,
Yeah.
Fact.
It's hard to go up after a motherfucker like that, like who that animated and shit. He said DMX was backstage drinking blood, like he mixed
Hennessy,
Hennessy and Alizé. He back there drinking blood, growling and shit with the lights off.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then after he
That's
do all
my
that
type of nigga, yo.
but then look, and then he got the prayer at the end. So he got bitches crying. Then he do the song. You know what I mean? You do slipping. You got the dudes crying. Then you do a prayer. Everybody crying. Everybody cheering. You drinking blood, barking. Then they send Jay-Z. Yeah, it's your go.
Everybody.
Now you got to go up after that shit.
Do what he said. What was the track he said he did after that? What
Hard
was that?
Knock Life. You did Hard
The
Knock
Hard
Life.
Knock Life. He came in with that. He said, I gotta finish that and come in with that. Like,
But see, after that, he said he changed it. He started doing more acapellas because he felt like DMX couldn't rhyme with him. So he said, you know what? He can't rhyme better than me, so I'm gonna do acapellas. I guess it worked for him, man.
I guess so, man.
But like I want to know, like, where do you see the benefit, if any, or is it just like a genuine thing?
It's a genuine thing, and then also it was like the crazy part about it. I would have never thought like a lot of his fans are becoming my fans. Like they showing me wild love in the Instagram. My followers went up. Like the DMs is crazy. So it's definitely a lot of love that I've been receiving. The music, my streams are up. People purchasing my music is up. Like the pre-orders is crazy for the gospel project. So it's definitely been a lot of love, and definitely, and I appreciate 6ix9ine for that, because he ain't have to do that. Like he a stand-up dude. He ain't have to do that at all.
That's dope. That's dope.
No, it
though.
is.
That's dope that he was able to do that for you, man. That's dope. I would say though, I'll be careful doing crimes around the guy. I'm just saying. If you gonna keep it in the music, we good. I'm just saying, be careful. That's all I'm gonna say. But like the gospel project though, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about it, because you was here last time.
I think
You was
that's
telling us
amazing
about the
work.
gospel project,
Yeah.
and it's almost out, right?
That'll be out next Friday, June 18th.
What's the name of that joint again?
Faith and Struggle with my man John Star Icon.
That's what's up, man. Faith
John
and
Star
struggle.
Icon. Where y'all come up with that title from?
He came
Faith
up
and
with
Str- Faith and
it.
Struggle?
He was running a couple titles by me and everything, and then at the end, I just say, yo, bro, you choose it. You know.
He's a strictly gospel rapper.
No,
right?
nah, he's a
Nah?
rapper from Staten Island. He's done records with Papoose, J.R. Ryder.
He's
Corey
not a
Guns.
gospel rapper.
Nah, we're not. Nah,
So neither are you. So
I'm not a gospel rapper.
So what made it? What made y'all like?
that confused. I thought he
collaborate
was the
with that?
gospel rapper.
Oh, no,
that collaborated with you and y'all doing.
Nah,
like
we
some-
can't. We wanted to do something different, and cause I know I can't really speak for him, but speaking for me, I wanted to make the transition from just doing a bunch of street records and being negative in the street records, because there's a lot of records that I'm not proud of, and I feel like I could have I feel like I was doing it because I'm trying to fit in with the market. I'm trying to compete with the
I
market.
get it.
So,
Yeah.
and I've always, if you listen to like my first project, African American Nightmare, I've always been a conscious, positive rapper.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I went to jail when I started kind of changing my music and going through some of the stuff that I went through. But I always, and actually I've always had like sprinkles of like what we're talking about on this gospel project and my other projects. So I definitely wanted to come together and just do something positive and for the community. So all the records that's on this 4 EP, so all the records are speaking about real life situations. We're trying to steer the kids away from things that we went through, you know what I'm saying, coming up. And I like, you know, we're older, so I feel like the generation before us, they got more time to grow. So like if you're 21 years old, you listen to the project, you can hear our stuff, and it could save you from going through it. So that's what we wanted to do.
And that I could tell you went to church when you was young. You got that shining light a little bit. You know, you don't never run from that shining light.
A lot of people who went to church, who like grew up in the church, end up being like some pretty good musicians and singers. Like I fuck with Mo 3. Like did you listen to Mo 3 music before he passed?
Yeah.
Mo 3. I like Mo 3.
Yeah, I fuck with Mo 3.
Mo 3 is dope. Like you could tell he was like one of them church choir kids and shit like that. The way he put his shit together.
You
like,
know what
dope.
I think, yo? Because it's a balance. Like I understand because I grew up in the church too. My godmother is a bishop. You know what I mean? It's the balance. Like you see good, but then you go out in the world and you see all this negative shit, all this bad. So then, but you got to touch on the spiritual reality of the positive and all the stuff that you hear. But you're growing through the world and seeing all this negative shit. So you kind of get a better grips on like both.
Yeah.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Which makes you spiritually like aware. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, where now you can choose bad because you know what the fuck that consequence is gonna be from that bad, and you're gonna choose good because you know because you got awareness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's spirituality right there. When you go through stuff and you witness the negative part of it, but then you transmute it to a positive. You feel what I'm saying? You know what not to do now, and you know to try to make it better. So that's the whole part of spirituality, man.
Yeah, and then said, motherfucker make the same mistakes twice. It's a dumb motherfucker.
Yeah,
that ain't the right saying, but that's just how it came out just now, man. That Don Julio work, man. To be honest with you, shit work, man. 1940. I wasn't supposed to say the name, but yeah, whatever.
It is what it is, baby.
So like, all right, Cash, man. What do you see? Obviously, you feel like this is a good thing. It was worth it for you to build this relationship. You know, everything seems like it's been going great for you thus far. You know, besides a few hiccups, because you was getting death threats and everything. That's when I hit you up.
Shit, me too.
Well, he told me he had put me on to the. I just seen the picture, like I said, kept it moving. I really didn't think much of it. I just thought he came to the club. I know you do security at the club. You just took a picture. I ain't think nothing else of it.
Yeah.
He told me, you was getting like some death threats and shit. So I hit you up like, damn, bro, you good and shit like that. You was like, yeah, everything good. But like how was that just to feel like, damn, like, cause I'm pretty sure it's people who probably wasn't even paying no attention to you.
Facts.
For good or worse.
It was crazy, it was like I remember when I did the other show and Louis was like, yo, how'd you go all these years in Jersey without no beef? And I told Louis, I said, I've always been a cool dude and everything, moving in the streets, always been respectful and everything like that. Never been on that type of energy. Like if somebody comes to me, I'm gonna handle my business. But I've always put out positive energy. So when that whole thing happened, and a man of 6 months later, I was like, yo, it was crazy. Like it was just coming from everywhere. Newark, Jersey City, Roselle. Like it was rappers that I ain't even know say, yo, we need to ban this rapper from Jersey. Like it was just crazy. Like people in my DM saying, yo, you gotta pay a toll for this nigga to come out here.
See, this is the thing I don't get, right? See, now I'm just thinking about it. Yeah, it's a fact. He did what he did. He's a snitch. He did what he did. But it's a bunch of other people who did this shit, and these same people who was giving you death threats. I'm pretty sure they know a lot of people who snitched on people they love.
Or don't even know it yet.
Or never been in that position. Yeah.
You feel me? That they still accept. Like, bro, we all heard the stories in the hood of people who snitched and came back and been accepted. We either know some of them, we heard the stories about some of them. Like, this is not a secret. Like, it's a bunch of people who ratted and who are walking around and people know. And he still, you know what I mean? Like,
I guarantee you the mob dudes that told on DJ Vlad that Vlad be having, that he be interviewing, they come to Roselle Chicken Shack. None of the stuff they was doing to me, they're not doing nothing to them dudes.
you talking about like the Michael Franzese and
all them
dudes.
gangsters that told on Vlad be interviewing, they snitches and rats and told on. Those dudes can come to Roselle to the Chicken Shack, and I guarantee you the dudes that was saying all the stuff to me, they not pulling up on them with that type of energy.
See,
Alpo come to Roselle, they not pulling up on Alpo with that type of energy.
See,
Not at all.
No, it definitely not. Because see, even though Alpo did what he did, Alpo is a rat as well. But Alpo blow your fucking head off as well. Like, you gotta be careful, man. Listen, leave him alone.
Facts.
Leave him alone. Like, you feel me? Like if you not,
they feel like he an easy target. They feel like they can pick on him because he not big like me, or they feel like 6ix9ine an easy target. He not, like, he with it. Like, yo, like, contrary to popular belief, that kid is not pussy. Like, he's a smart dude. He know, like, hypothetically,
He been through some shit.
He been through
too.
a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and at the end of the day, like, if they fucking your baby mother, they kidnapped you, they motherfucking gonna kill your mom. Like, his mom was this close from getting kidnapped. He told me. You not gonna, like, somebody try to attack your family members, you gonna tell.
It's all for the head.
Everybody gonna do it. You know what I mean? You either
Facts.
gonna do that or you gonna call the cops. Like they when the Paid in Full movie, when little brother got kidnapped, they called the cops. Like, they was like, it's the whole, like I said, he made me realize that this shit is like, the street game is just a big fraud.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they get on 6ix9ine for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Meek Mill signed to somebody that's a rat and an informant.
And we talked about that Rock
Yeah.
Nation
I
cooperation.
know this shit is,
You
bro.
know what I'm saying?
Bro.
But you like Meek Mill, so you not. Oh, nah,
Yeah.
you like Benny the Butcher, you like Conway, you like all of them.
Who's going? Hold.
They all signed to
They
Rock
signed to
Nation.
Rock. Yeah, they signed to Rock Nation.
That's right.
Oh man,
That lady
fucked
look-
me
that
up
la-
just now, man.
that lady-
Hold on, I was
that
about to
lady
say,
He dropped
hold-
some shit.
hold
He
on,
dropped
I-
some shit on his
That
ass.
lady's that's
He said
Jay-Z
Benny the
right hand
Butcher.
partner.
Oh, my heart skipped a beat. Oh
That's
my
whole
god,
right partner. That's whole right hand man.
I'm sweating. Turn the AC back up.
Oh, he got something in here. I'm just trying.
Oh, man.
And those are street rappers, and I love them. They street
Bro,
rappers.
this nigga, oh my god, I'm about to cry in here, bro.
They signed to Rock
Yo, he
Nation.
scared the shit out. No, but I get it. But I thought you was about to say like Benny did some other shit. I'm about-
Nah.
Yo, he really got tears over here. Yo, he got tears coming out his eye. God damn.
I swear,
Cash,
bro.
don't do that.
Nah, I'm just saying they signed to the lady that
but
brought two
I
cartels.
thought
in.
you was about to say that there's some other shit.
Nah, you talking about
Yo.
gangster, street. We gangster, we in the hood, we
Yo,
pop.
you really got
You don't
tears
want to be
right
around
now.
that. You don't want. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my
So
God.
if you gonna keep that energy for 6ix9ine, you
I
better
was
keep it
about
for
to
everybody
cry.
in the rap industry.
That's that Julio, man.
Yo, he really fucked up.
Yo, I believe that nigga, man.
The tear was coming out the left eye here.
Yo, I got this nigga.
Yo, that was funny. That was funny.
Yo, it's
But I'm
good.
really, yo, I'm
Yo, it's
really,
good, too.
I really
That
teared up
Don-
over that
That
shit.
Don Julio changed niggas' lives.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, so and that's why, like, yo, I'm gonna fuck with you, Cash, cause like, yo, humility, man, and your personality is straightforward and it's dope. It's authentic. You know what I mean? A lot of motherfuckers that be rapping and shit, niggas is assholes, and some of
I
them
never
are-
tried to be nothing I wasn't. I always been me. That's why I said when the security guard picture came out and when I was talking to White Boy, when he sent the shit to Crutch and they was making fun of it, me and White Boy was on the FaceTime. So when you saw the video of me tearing up, I'm not tearing up.
White boy from Rosa?
No, White Boy from Newark, I think.
Oh no, all right.
But he sent we was on the FaceTime because he was mad about me being with 6ix9ine. So when he was on the FaceTime with me, they was recording that shit. I didn't know it, so I started tearing because I got everything going on with my mother and my grandmother.
Right.
They didn't make me cry nothing because I was saying some real shit. Even White Boy Mans was like, yo, like, yeah, you got to keep that same energy. If you talking about 6ix9ine, you better keep it for Meek Mill. And then I kind of broke down or whatever, but they was making fun of it. I didn't care about that. Like I said, the picture with the security guard, that didn't bother me enough. So I've
Right.
always been myself. I never hid who I was. I never tried to be something I wasn't. So like these other rappers try to be like something they not. They'll tell you, I got $1 million, I'm on. But they be at the hood. They be in the hood broke. You know what I'm saying? They be lying in their music. You know what I'm saying?
Word,
Capping.
no, for real.
I've always said like, yo, I'm working. I'm trying to get on. I'm trying to do what I got to do. You know what I mean? I've always been real. That's why people always gravitated to me because I've always been authentic.
Big facts. Yo, but like with this whole friction, did you find like even family, like was motherfuckers in your like niggas that you fuck with family was like turning on your ass like?
Nah, the family was straight. It was just other people like Scotty from that view with Drewski. Scotty introduced me to Drewski.
Oh,
Yeah, like he introduced me to Drewski and he just switched up. So like people that I thought that was my man,
That
they
was
switched.
that was another question because besides of the fans, right? Because
like that
because
nigga
because he got a lot of 6ix9ine got a lot of followers. Besides some of his followers trickling down to you. Besides that, do you feel that these record execs and these gatekeepers, these DJs, these people who, because like Rock Nation is a big company and it kind of look like everybody's against it, like they want to blackball the kid out of music forever.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
So do you ever feel that may like trickle down to you as well?
I'm gonna be honest with you. All the people that claim that they like, I'll tell you a situation with Mano. Mano stole money from me, and Mano's a person that talks about being in the streets and being authentic and everything. Now he never physically took.
No, I know what you mean.
He booked the
I
show.
know
He booked the
exactly
show
what
and took the bread or whatever. never tried to pay it back. His manager's an asshole, Garv or whoever, you know, we trying to go through that. So I always said, like, bro, like, none of these motherfuckers wanted to fuck with me. They never was trying to fuck with me. So I don't think the industry gonna turn on me at all, because I learned in this era, if the music good, they rolling with it. If they rolling with it, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, you right about that,
it.
because if you think about it, like a motherfucker could say, like, yo, all right, we ain't fucking with Cash right now. Then 2 years later, you got this fucking hit single.
Word.
And then niggas will forget all about that. And motherfuckers gonna be fucking with you.
They say they don't fuck with. They say they don't fuck with 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine got sold out shows. He making his money. He rich.
I get it.
Yeah.
Those are the see. Those are the fans that he built. He built a solid fan base before he did what he did. Like, and it's like, but I think Troy Ave got a little bit raw deal, and like, cause he was trying to be a real nigga, and it just backfired. He was trying his hardest, and it backfired.
That was a situation
Keeping
for
it real
you,
go
man.
wrong.
That was a real situation, man.
Even went against his life.
It's
He got
like,
life with that shit.
See, this is why I think Troy Ave went wrong. The Breakfast Club interview. He should never did it.
Yeah.
He sit and try to explain himself. He make himself sound crazy. Like, he made his shit sound like an action movie or something. Like I don't know. Troy Ave, I like his music, man. It was just unfortunate, man. It was unfortunate that and he didn't even go to trial yet or did anything, and they already condemned him and labeled him.
I thought he went to trial. I thought he went to trial already. Oh, so that trial's still going on.
He never like he said people assume he's gonna snitch because he said in one of his songs, "Middle finger from the stand."
Oh.
I only care about my fan.
I remember that.
He did a song, he said that. So people just assume once the trial happens that he's gonna tell, like, but nothing happened. So he didn't really actually snitch yet. Like,
I didn't even know his trial didn't come. I thought they went through that already.
nah, they didn't. They didn't.
Wow.
So
That Casanova got, his situation. So
Shit, man.
yeah, we was talking about that too.
That shit's sticky.
Yo, motherfuckers was placing bets on if Casanova gonna tell or not.
he already said he would.
Cause he's sitting, bro.
He said he would.
Oh
He's
yeah,
sitting.
you talking about on Breakfast Club? Yeah,
He's sitting,
yeah.
bro.
The reality of the situation is no millionaire that's a millionaire that's living a certain type of lifestyle is
Sit
gonna hold
I
him
bet
down.
it that he
Bars
was.
like
I'm
that.
gonna just
He's
put that out
sitting.
there.
Like Meek Mill didn't go to court for the shit that 6ix9ine did. Meek Mill didn't go for that. He went for some popping a willie. He on probation for 10 years. That's different than what 6ix9ine was facing.
So
6ix9ine
you
was
think-
facing Fed Rico and all that shit.
So you think? All right, let's take the charges that 6ix9ine was facing, and let's apply them to any rapper that's lit right now, on top of their game, making. I don't want to put that on nobody, like on no bad juju type shit, but let's just hypothetically speaking. So you telling me you think everybody gonna make the same
I
decision?
think niggas gonna cut a deal. But I'm smart enough not to put myself in that situation. I knew, like,
Nah, yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah, 'cause
That's how I feel.
I already
All
know.
the way.
I already
that's exactly
know.
how I feel.
You either gonna rap or be in the streets. You can't do both. I heard
Yeah,
Young
you
Chris
can't
say
do
that
both.
years ago.
Yeah.
You either gonna rap or be in the streets. You can't be a gangster and rap. It's not gonna work. When them niggas shot in the Barclays Center at Casanova niggas, like whoever did that shit on 6ix9ine side, I knew, like, oh, this shit about to be some different shit. Cause they not gonna just let you. Cause them niggas was doing shit before.
But he
6ix9ine
had no
came into the
control of
picture.
that though.
Look, these is niggas that been in the streets for years. How you gonna tell a nigga like Shotty?
Shotty, wow.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna tell a nigga like that, yo, what
What?
to do? Like,
What?
nah, them niggas is on go. I know niggas like that. They on go. It's nothing you can tell them. I've been at battle rap events when shit about to go down and the niggas that's battle rapping can't even control the niggas on their set. I've seen it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But
Niggas is on go.
I assume if you the guy like steering the ship, like we only in the Barclays because of 6ix9ine.
Niggas ain't thinking like that.
Nah, it wasn't like that with them.
Like the only reason we
Nothing like
walking
that.
through these hallways is because of him. So I would think he would have at least a little bit of say so over what goes on and what
Nah,
doesn't.
bro.
I don't
But
know.
these niggas, I'm gonna tell you. All right, let me put it from a therapist standpoint, right? A lot of these motherfuckers that's in the streets, these niggas dumb as fuck. Like, let me put it out there. Like, these motherfuckers are chemically imbalanced.
Yeah,
Some of these
exactly.
motherfuckers is chemically imbalanced, bro. Where these motherfuckers was born to wow the fuck out.
Traumatized.
The drug baby, whatever the case may be, their biologically their brain is crazy, bro. I know a little nigga right now, this little nigga older niggas keep him around him because that nigga just shoot niggas. He kill niggas.
And then add that on top of no home training. Add that on top of no
All
father
the
figure,
bullshit. He's
no
a
mother.
he came from motherfucking
exactly.
foster shit.
Like most of the dudes in the streets, I know that like be doing wild shit. They have a lineage of niggas that do wild shit. Like they uncle, they cousin, they brother. Everybody was doing wild shit for years.
And it's being passed down generation to generation.
Exactly.
So you think so you think that's something that's inherited chemically, or that's something that's inherited by like they learning it, like
Both.
they
Learning
both.
both, because they watching it. Niggas getting shot in front of their house. They brother running by grabbing them, putting them in the car, running them home, like all types of. They done seen it for years, bro.
Yeah.
When I was in my 20s, I used to walk around like I'm super gangster. I'm untouchable. I'm running around with who I'm running around with. The day I got locked up and went to the county, they showed like, and I ain't do no like bid or nothing, but that week showed me what the rest of my life could have been, because that county is baby jail until you get to the real prison. The CEO used to tell me like, yo, I know what you're going through. I know you ain't do whatever you did, but you're gonna go to court soon. Let this week be a lesson to you. And I haven't been in trouble since, because that shit, like these, and then being around everybody I'm around in the jail, like just because my charges are small, they got you around all type of niggas, Bloods, Crips, niggas that get fugitives from other states, and I'm in population with them, and they telling me their stories, and I'm telling them what I'm going through.
Crazy.
They showing me like what your life is gonna be if you keep continuing going down the wrong path you're going wrong. I smartened up.
See, I learned me personally, right, when it comes to learning that particular lesson, I think a lot of, like almost every kid in the hood got to learn that lesson at some point. And I learned mine pretty early, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just know what I like to do in my personal life. And none of that is in jail. Not one of them.
Exactly.
Facts.
I know how comfortable I like to sleep, and none of that is in jail. I know the women I like to look at. None of them are in jail. The woman, the type of women, you feel me? Like the money, the things I want to wear, none of that is in jail.
None of that.
Why am I going to jail?
Exactly, yeah.
It doesn't make financial sense, social sense. No, it don't make no sense.
Don't make no sense at all. No sense at all.
So I'm good on that shit, man.
Yeah.
But
That's why I respect Sean Hartwell, because he got the fuck the prison movement, and I'm friends with him, so he's been like a mentor. Like I've taken a lot of knowledge from him, and he's using his life to show you. He's trying to save these kids.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's been working.
Sean Hartwell, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Sean Hartwell.
Yeah.
Shout out to his
I
son,
just talked to
True.
him yesterday. Yeah, shout out to him.
True, man.
He be doing a lot of big things down in Atlanta and shit.
Facts.
That's really I
Yeah.
like this shit. I gotta get one of them
Word.
Dickie suits, man.
Facts.
Word up, man. But like what's, besides all the drama and all that, like what else going on? Like what else you got?
He
new?
working, man.
Working. I'm going
Besides-
on tour with him. He going 6ix9ine going to Moscow. I'm going out there to Russia. Hopefully to open up. You know what I mean? That's what I was told. You know?
That's lit, nigga.
So I'm going out there. Anything that he got coming up, I'm out. You know what I mean? So we there.
Okay.
Record how them niggas talk. They be like, hawk, 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 hawk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Passport gang.
So what he got? He started like a new group or something. Like it ain't Treyway no more.
I gotta finish this shit, dog.
Nah, he just
'cause I
doing
can't-
shows. He
No
doing
open bottles, man.
They booking him. You know they doing shows. So he got a lot of shows booked up for the summer. So
Okay.
Moscow coming up. So I'm there.
That's what's up, though.
Shout out to Cannon. Shout out
You
to
don't know how
Sid.
to pour champagne, man.
Nah, damn sure.
Shout out to everybody. Man.
You see how that nigga should?
Yo, shout out to all the 6ix9ine pages. Shout out to everybody that's supporting me. Shout out to everybody on the live, man. I fuck with all y'all, man. I appreciate the
real.
love and the support, man. So I'm thankful, yo. I appreciate that.
Word up. Yeah, Marv on the way with the paper towel, man.
And it's just like even like my girl, like, you know what I mean? She was looking at it like, cause she a Nicki fan, right? She
Yeah.
was like, man, Nicki ain't worried. Like,
Oh, well,
as far as
yeah,
the
I
feature,
just
like
thought of that.
the feature, she was like, yo, Nicki going after that bag. Like, she don't give a fuck what y'all niggas talking about in the streets, cause at the end of the day, her shit authentic, her shit backed up. If
But she
you got-
fuck with him too, genuinely. She fuck with him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she fuck with
But
him.
if you got an issue with her, 9 out of 10 times, niggas ain't gonna press that.
But ain't nobody gonna look at hanging out with bro. Niggas ain't about to get aggressive with Nicki Minaj.
No,
like,
it's just
on
the
some
whole
shit.
the idea of it, right? Like, oh, Nicki talking about, you know, she for the hood, blah, 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 and then she did a feature, but she was not looking.
She said it on Troll. She said niggas talking about snitches got snitches in your camp. She said on the feature.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what she talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
real talk though.
Yeah, it doesn't. Like I don't look at that as an excuse for like, cause it, like this is the thing, right? I get it. Like the Benny Butcher shit almost scared me, but I get the whole like you know what I mean. People work for Rock Nation. You got the what's her name again? Desiree Perez.
Yeah.
We did an episode basically
Yes, we
talking
did.
about that,
Yep.
and I get that part. I don't feel like just because like if I go ahead and snitch, I can't be like, well, he did it too.
Nah.
Like he's just right
Because that's
at me. He did it too.
deflecting ownership.
Yeah, like I don't like when people do that to me, like in they personal. Like I tell somebody, yo, bro, like why, like you doing, like you shouldn't be doing it. But well, you do this, like, but that's not what we talking about though.
Yeah.
So I like that's just my stance on it. You feel me? But I do feel like a lot of other people would have took that picture. A lot of people who probably gave you flack about the picture.
It was OGs and
would have took the picture.
It's one of my homies is bloody OG. I'm not gonna mention his name, but he said he ain't seen nothing wrong with it. He's
I
a
look
nigga
at
that
it as
been in the
entertainment,
street.
man. I look at it as entertainment, man.
He ain't tell. He did his jail time. He a street nigga. He stand up. Everything. 100. He said he ain't seen nothing wrong with it.
I look at it as
At all.
entertainment, man. Like I said earlier, I was joking, but I was kind of, you know, every joke's saying true shit as long as you do no criminal shit.
Yeah.
And I know that the type of time you on your music shit, you doing that.
Yeah.
And I wish you nothing but the best of luck,
Nah, I
man.
appreciate that.
Real shit. Real shit. I wish you nothing but the best of luck.
Boom.
Because we can't get into an artist spotlight today. We don't have any. Yeah, we can't do that today. But you know what I mean? Like it is what it is, man. Like anything you want to close out with?
Oh man, we got the projects coming, man. Gospel tape out next week, Friday, June 18th. I got my next solo project in my mother name that's coming out November 5th. I'm about to shoot a bunch of videos for that soon. Shout out to everybody that fuck with me. Shout out 6ix9ine. Shout out Kenny. Shout out everybody. Shout out his brother. Shout out academics, man. Shout out everybody, man. Shout out the whole team. Shout out.
Academic be getting on my goddamn nerves, though, yo. I swear to God, that nigga too animated, man. What's wrong with that nigga, man?
Act was cool when he came to the club.
Word.
Act a good, yeah, he cool.
So
That nigga
hold
too
on, Did you
epic.
meet Academics? You met
I'm
Academics?
Academics Club a couple years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I'm saying, like, do he know you?
I'm
Like,
pretty
like,
sure because he seen me. He seen the shows with 6ix9ine.
You gotta chill.
I
Academic,
didn't-
fuck
he
out.
came to the Texas show, but I didn't make it to the Texas show because I had the second shot of COVID, so I didn't get on the plane.
Cause
for
I
that.
seen him commentating on the show when you was there in the background. I'm just looking. I'm like, man, look at my boy Cash right here, made it in the academics video. All right, that's what's up, man. I was proud of you, man. I was proud of you.
Yeah, Ack is a cool dude. Like,
I was
he cool.
proud.
When I
Shout
met him,
out-
I ain't see Ack since the club, but he cool dude.
A lot of
pretty sure
people
we
don't
gonna
like
see him.
And see,
academics.
that's the thing I'm interested in knowing. Like, I know a lot of this shit is for front, right? A lot of these motherfuckers be doing shit just to, like, push the buttons. And, like, when you get to their personal space, they're real
When
cool.
I met Ack at the club, Ack was cool. You know, he was always this cool type of dude.
That's what's up,
You know what I
man.
mean? Yeah.
Shout out to academics, but he damn sure is on Rory and Maul ass from the Joe Budden pod. I don't know what the niggas.
Millie Mall and Rory.
I don't know why he say his name like that, like Rory. I don't know why.
I
he
think
say
they
that.
pulled up to the crib. I think Rory pulled up to his house or some funny
Yeah,
shit.
so he really on their ass, but shout out to all like what you feel? You watch the Joe Budden podcast?
Yeah, I watch Joe Budden's podcast.
What you feel about what he did with Rory and Maul?
I just think Joe Budden's an emotional ass nigga, man. That's basically it, man. He just got his emotions one day. He probably got up on the wrong side of the bed just like this bullshit,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean? Like,
But, like-
buttons is buttons, man.
But at the end of the day, like, real talk, like, coming from a sports standpoint, you can't have no leader that's emotional like that.
yeah, you can't.
Ain't no leader. You can't be emotional. Like, if you a leader, like, that emotional aspect that he did show his flaw as far as him not being a leader.
Because he didn't. You saying like, cause he didn't make a business decision. He made an emotional decision.
Yeah,
basically.
exactly.
And if you look at the show now, like it just like him with Rory and Maul, it was just
It was
sick.
more
Like,
chemistry.
The chemistry
Yeah.
was dope. Like
seemed-
these two dudes that they got on here now, I don't even watch this shit no more.
I fucks with. Shout out to Ice. I still like it because they got a different perspective. It's just a difference, but it don't feel like what I was used to watching.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
the same show. It's
Don't let
just
that
like
feel.
I just listen to it as a brand new show type shit. Like,
Yeah.
but you needed those like you needed that, bro. And I see more. You know, they doing some other things. They had a like a little rollout for their new podcast. It was genius. I thought it was one of the most creative things I ever seen. Like, as far as content, it was. Did you see it?
Yeah.
The shit, that shit was dope. But
I don't know. I think Joe Buttons is like the Skip Bayless of podcast right now.
yeah, he
right?
definitely
You know
is.
what
He
I'm saying?
definitely
Niggas
is.
don't fuck with that nigga.
Joe Buttons is a Skip Bayless of podcast, man. Joe Buttons is cool. He's real good at it. He's real good at what he does. But like Wise Man told me, Joe Budden's a very talented person, but no one wants to be like Joe Budden.
Yeah, yeah.
He was always a good rapper. Always a good rapper.
Yeah, he was a
Oh,
great
hell
rapper. I
yeah.
love Joe
Oh,
Budden
yeah.
as a rapper,
Great
but
rapper.
that's my point. He's a great rapper. He's talented. He's a great rapper, but nobody wanted to be like him. He wasn't like cool.
You know,
like, you feel what I'm
I
saying?
can tell
Like,
his emotional stability is fucked up by the way he can't keep
I
women.
don't understand
He
some
can't
of the shit
keep
he
women.
talks about.
Think
like,
about it. He cannot keep women.
Nah, after niggas pulled up to his house, the
I
niggas
mean,
start
I
grabbing
don't-
bricks and shit. Like, I
But
do.
I look
do
at
his
niggas
emotions
like
is
with the
fucked up.
relationship.
No, like, but you ever talk to somebody who, like, he would drive me crazy. Like, I wouldn't be able to, I would probably want to fight him, like, because the way he talks, like, you can't, I don't understand what you, stop talking in circles, bro. Like, it seemed like he talk you into confusion, like.
Yeah.
Do you get that?
Mm-hmm.
Like when he try to explain things, yeah, like he doing it on purpose. Like he talking you into like they purposely get you to be confused and shit. Like
Nah, fact.
I don't know, man, but maybe I just don't understand what he's saying. I don't know.
But I fucks with the nigga, man. Jersey, man.
Jersey all day.
Jersey.
All day. Y'all fuck with everybody that come from Jersey.
I love Joe Budden. Joe Budden is the godfather of podcasting, in my opinion. Him, Nori, and I fucks with him, Nori, Gilly, and Mano, man. Shout out to y'all niggas, man. I fucks with y'all. That's probably I listen to.
They
Hip
got
hop
the
shit.
podcast. They definitely do.
Oh, Kiss. I fucks with Kiss and Kenyon. Kenyon
I didn't
Martin
listen
joint.
to that yet. I didn't listen to
Yeah,
that.
I fuck with Kiss and Kenyon Martin shit.
But make sure y'all listen to High Society Podcast. Subscribe to this motherfucking podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Subscribe to this motherfucking podcast, man. Hottest podcast in New Jersey. This how we doing.
Authentic, baby.
That's how we doing, man. But yeah, man, that's Cash Burner. That's episode 83. That's High Society. I'm B High. That's Sash 24 right there. That's S973. That's CashBurner5000. I gotta put a number in my name. But we out of here, man. High Society, man. See y'all next week.
I quit the lean, I don't do no double cup. Keep some OG in the raw, make sure it's stuffed. Take my time with this shit, can't never rush. Just hit a lick on my shit.